All right, here we go with your weekly recap of the Fanatics weekly auction number 161. It ended last night on February 16th. You're getting these weekly Fanatics Collect auction updates every single Monday morning. If this is something new for you and you're not aware of this, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button and hit the bell icon for notifications so you know when new videos drop. I'm dropping about 5 to 6 videos every single week, including multiple auction recaps. Now, I will say one more thing in this introduction. Today, I'm going to do a second Fanatics Weekly auction recap of only Michael Jordan cards below $5,000. And so I'm going to have a whole separate video. If you're not into Jordan, this video is probably not going to be for you, but it will also release this evening where we're going to recap the Jordan card sales below $5,000, or at least the ones that stood out to me, whether good or bad. We'll talk through some Jordan stuff. So you Jordan lovers out there are going to be in heaven today. It's going to be a great Monday for you. But today, we're going to talk about the top 48 highest selling cards last night on Fanatics Weekly Auction number 161. Enjoy the video. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Okay guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana, in the heart of Louisiana, the capital city of Baton Rouge. Before I start the recap, let me pay some bills. Guys, if you're ever going to sell cards on the Fanatics Weekly Auction, do me a favor, consider using the promo code Cajun. It is my primary method of compensation for the content that I try to provide to you guys. I'm trying to be the most consistent sports card content in the entire hobby. Using the promotional code Cajun when you submit your cards to Fanatics to either sell on the premier auction if it's a big boy card, or on these weekly auctions, which it still might be a big boy card. That's the primary way that I get compensated. It doesn't change your net. It doesn't come out of your pocket. It comes out of the folks at Fanatics' pocket. They pay me for my big Cajun mouth down here in South Louisiana. All right, that's it. Let's get cranking. We got 48 cards to get through. I want to get through them quick. Like I said in the introduction, there's going to be a Jordan only video coming in. Blue collar Jordan, well I say blue collar, $5,000 or below. I'm going to recap some of the Jordan stuff because a lot of stuff is starting to stand out for me, even in those lower tier Jordan cards. A lot of hierarchy cards coming in, setting all-time records. I'm going to ring that damn cowbell. So let's get cranking today, and we'll see how many times I ring that bell on today's video. First and foremost, we got a Carolina big man on campus, Jordan BGS 9.5 auto. That's serial number to 10, excuse me. $4,200 for that first Jordan card. A Jordan 86 Fleer PSA 5, which is a pretty good looking PSA 5 to be quite honest with you guys. PSA is getting really harsh on these new labels, man. Look, this is tough. That's a damn good looking PSA 5 right there. $4,200. I can see a little bit of whitening on the bottom left corner and certainly a little off center top to bottom, but damn, it presents pretty damn well for a card that's a PSA 5. We got the Bowman Best Kobe certified autograph card. Tough to see the auto, but it's on there. You got to trust me. This is a pop 2 in PSA 10, and it did $4,320. Moving along, we've got Jalen Brunson's Mojo Prism, his rookie card from 2018 Prism, of course. This serial number to 25 monster is a pop 5, and it sold for $4,560. The 2003 Topps Chrome flagship LeBron James base PSA 10, a little askew in the holder, which would drive OCD people like me crazy. $4,560. That card can't get back over $5,000 consistently. And then a Kobe Noir patch auto does $4,680 as well. Moving along, we've got the 2004 Upper Deck Flight Team Jordan Rainbow. These are super, super rare. I don't know a lot about Jordan non-playing year stuff, especially non-exquisite Jordan playing year stuff. This is his 2004 Upper Deck Flight Team, and I know there's a couple of different parallels. The Rainbow is, from what I understand, very, very difficult to attain. This PSA 9 is a pop 7 with only one graded higher and it sold for $4,800. Keep in mind, some of these may be breaking all-time records, but I cannot look up all 48 cards. We will be here forever, and I do have 2 or 3 other jobs to perform so I can feed my little Cajun minions. 2020 Anthony Edwards, Georgia, Nebulous Choice, 1 of 1, PSA 9, does $5,040 right there. Disappointing, he bailed on the All-Star game along with LeBron at the last minute. 2013 Flawless Giannis Auto, serial number to 20. This is his rookie year. It is an auto. It is serial number to 20. It's a BGS 9, and it sold for only $5,280. Giannis card's really taking a beating. We got a game jersey KG. This probably is an all-time record, but I did not look it up because there's just too many other awesome cards to look up. This 1999 Upper Deck game jersey patch auto, serial number to jersey number 21, in hand serial number. Beautiful, beautiful card. What an awesome pickup this card must be for a Kevin Garnett collector. This PSA 9 is a pop 1, none higher. I don't even know. You know what? We got to look it up. Let me just look it up. 99 Upper Deck game jersey. Well, I just spoiled. No, I'm not going to look it up. 5,400. I'm just going to guess that's an all-time record. I don't know if it is, but it's a pop 1, none higher, so it probably is. Michael Jordan Hardwood Honors. Of course, you're going to see a lot of these red bars underneath because I'm logged into my Fanatics account right now, so I'm not going to unveil any Cajun secrets on Michael Jordan card collecting, but I will reveal a story that's being told lately, which is I am getting my testicles smashed by Thor's hammer for the past maybe 5 months because I can't win anything. Any card that I need, I can't win it, and I'm bidding pretty damn aggressively. This is another one added to the list, another log on the fire. The 98 Finest Hardwood Honors Michael Jordan PSA 10. It's a pop 13 in PSA 10. It sold last night for $5,400. There's the card right there. Really great looking card. It reminds me of the Arena Stars. Arena Stars, Hardwood Honors kind of go together. This card sold for $5,400. Not an all-time record. And be honest with you, it is down $900 from the last sale. 5473 was not the same card, but it was the same card here, I believe. Yeah, 473. No, it wasn't. Okay, so 6,300, the all-time high set in October. It looks like this one goes for 5,400. It looks to me to be the third highest sale of this card of all time. Cut above, PSA 8, Michael Jordan does 5760. We're going to look this card up because despite the fact that it's a PSA 8, it is still a huge card. 5,760 for the cut above PSA 8 last night. I've got a chart pulled up. It's only a pop 54 in 8. And check it out. This is the highest price paid in the last 2 years. 11 sales in the last 24 months. And this one last night of 5,760, guys, was the highest price paid in the last 2 years. Check out this rate of growth on Card Ladder, 95.32%. People, it's not just PSA 10s. There are some moves being made, and it's not just Jordan, right? We're seeing it in other players as well. We're seeing it in a lot of the guys from the 90s, inserts and parallels specifically, and it's not just PSA 10s of Jordan, right? There's more to the story. This is a PSA 8 cut above Jordan. Great card, up 95% over the last 2 years. Really impressive stuff there. Moving along, we got a Flawless Prime Materials Steph Curry patch auto, serial number to 15, All-Star Game MVP. Tried to watch it, couldn't watch it. They tried a little bit harder, but it's still not basketball. 5760. Another Jordan card that I lost, and this one, I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I'm being very greedy. I've already got this card in a Gem Mint copy, but I was trying to win another copy. This one I expected not to win because I did not bid the all-time high. 1997 Game Breakers PSA 10 with Jordan and Rodman. This card's a lot more rare than people realize. 6,300 sale last night. Not the all-time record, but it did just fine. 7,200 is the all-time record. This card's come down a little bit, actually, since that 7,200. All of these are being sold on Fanatics weekly. 7,200, 6,600, 6,000 bumped back up to 6,300. Again, the pop is tough. The gem percentage is 16%, but look, only 235 have ever been graded, a 14% combined gem percentage on that Game Breakers. Anthony Edwards Gold PSA 7. This is his optic auto. This card, Anthony Edwards notoriously off to the left on his autograph, believe it or not. 6,900 for that Anthony Edwards right there in a PSA 7. And then a 97 SPX Jordan Silver PSA 10. I didn't even bother trying to win this card because I knew it was going to do a crazy number. These SPXs just do not grade well. A lot of edge issues on the back. You can never really tell on the front. The back is where you can tell. Tons of edge issues. This is a PSA 10 Pop 8. sold for $6,900 last night. I've got it right there. That is far and away the all-time record. $6,900, more than doubles the highest price ever paid, almost exactly 1 year ago when the card sold for $2,500. Was it the same card? That's 286 cert number. This is 017, a different cert number. This was actually a new label here. This is an old label, and it more than doubled. So you can throw out that new label over old label theory right there. It's a 5% gem rate. There's only 8 PSA 10s and 5 BGS 9.5s. Just a really tough card to snag. Of course, there's a bunch of different parallels: the bronze, the sky, the gold, the silver. There's obviously the base, and then there's also the grand finale. We got to look up Tim Duncan. It's one of his best rookie cards, right? One of his best non-masterpiece rookie cards. This is his 1997 Ultra Platinum Medallion PSA 9. It is serial number to 100, a great image of the greatest power forward to ever had done it. This Pop 4, only one higher, does $6,900 last night, just like the Jordan SPX 10. And I've got him pulled up as well. There's the card right there. It's only a Pop 4. We talked about that. Check this out. A Tim Duncan card that's doing gangbusters all time. This card in 2019 was $3,200, jumped all the way to $7,900 in 2022. Not surprising there. Came back down to $7,100. Now it's at $6,900. So slow and steady wins the race. I would be pretty happy with that right there if I was a Tim Duncan collector. It's good to see some stabilization, especially for such a meaningful card like that Platinum Medallion right there. We're going to look at a couple of Jordan retro cards. I'm not a big Jordan retro guy, but I know there's folks out there that are, to the tune of $7,200 on this 2012 retro precious metal gems, serial number to 100. This is a Pop 4, $7,200 last night. That probably is a record. I didn't look it up. We're going to look up the next one, which is a PMG Red, which did break an all-time record, spoiler alert. 86 Fleer. 86 Fleer. What, we haven't talked about 86 Fleer since what, 2021, when it broke all the records and every single card was up 500% and all hell broke loose, and the Jordan 86 Fleer went from $40,000 to $800,000 and then came all the way back to the low 100,000s. Now it's pretty steadily at around 200,000. What about Olajuwon? What about the stickers? Folks, there's 11 stickers. It's Jordan's first insert ever. This is Olajuwon's rookie sticker, and he's swatting the goodness out of Magic Johnson's little baby hook there. He's like, enough of this, MJ, the other MJ. Magic, you're going to have to eat this. So Olajuwon swatting Magic. This PSA 10 did $7,500. There's the card right there. You don't believe me? There he is swatting Magic Johnson. That might be Vernon Maxwell down there. I can't really tell. But I don't know if Vernon wasn't playing in 1986. That can't be Vernon Maxwell. I don't know who that other dude is down there. But this is a Pop 63. Shout out to Jordan in the Garden. And check this out. Y'all are not going to believe this. I was shocked by this. Absolutely shocked. The sticker is up 51.88% over the last 2 years. Absolutely floored. I had no idea. Over the last 11 sales, this is a very steady, consistent trend upward. This one is actually coming back a little bit from the last sale of $7,800, but $7,500 would be the second highest sale out of the last 11 sales. So good news right there for 86 Fleer collectors. That card's doing really well. One of Steph's Exquisite collection, the number 64 auto, serial number to 225, does $8,400. And then a Jordan SGC 10 with an NBA gold sticker on it does $8,400. Oscar Robertson PSA 8. Shout out to you vintage collectors out there. Now is the time to get after them, because from what I've seen, even important high-grade vintage stuff like this, I consider this a high grade for the Oscar rookie from 61 Fleer, has not been doing all that great over the last couple of years. $8,700 for this Oscar PSA 8. And then the 93 Upper Deck SC behind the glass Jordan. Again, we know this is foil everywhere, impossible to grade. This PSA 10 does $8,700, and I've got him pulled up as well. There's the card right there. Innovative stuff right there with that bird's eye view. Pop 22, people. And I want to show you the pop report because it's bananas. Look at the pop report. It's been graded 1,500 times. There's 22 PSA 10s. That's a 2% gem rate on that card. And check out the chart over the last year. It's up 48.72%. If we back out of this thing, I know there was a crazy sale. There it is right there, 13,000. That was a sale that really didn't make a lot of sense to me. And here you can see it was actually two of them, right? So this was a card, even in 2022, that was traditionally the high water mark, 21, 22 for most sports cards. And this one sort of bucked the trend and jumped to 14,000 on New Year's Day. Somebody must have been hammered on New Year's Eve and hit the buy it now or something. I don't know what the hell happened there, but the card jumped from 4,500 to a preposterous 14, and then again 13. Someone followed it up, maybe relying on the prior comp on New Year's Day. If you took out those two crazy sales, this chart's going to look really good, and this would have been the all-time high. This is the third highest price ever paid for the behind the glass card that you see on your screen. Chet's true RPA in a PSA 9 does 8,700. I've seen a lot of his cards being sold. I'm not sure why, because these cats are winning the NBA title. They just are. I don't know what anybody else has to say about that, and I know the Celtics are loaded, but OKC is preposterous. I have a suspicion they're going to have something to say about the NBA title this year. Speaking of stickers, speaking of 86 Fleer, speaking of all-time first ballot GOAT legends, it's Larry Bird with a beautiful, delicious, wet, golden mullet and absolutely no muscles in his body whatsoever. None. Not one muscle. Never touched a weight in his entire life, and it didn't matter. You know why? Because God reached down from heaven through the clouds and touched him on his golden mullet and said, you know what? You're going to be a basketball genius. You're not going to be able to slide a credit card under your feet when you jump, but you're going to be smarter and more savvy than any player that has ever played the game and be one of the game's greatest ambassadors of all time. And that is what happened, and that is Larry Bird right there. That's a Pop 42. Shout out to Vin Baker. Check this out, up 81%. So we saw the Olajuwon doing things, and now we're looking at Bird doing things as well. Check this out. This is the second highest sale since what? May 6th of 2023, so in almost 18 months, it sold 15 times, and this card's even more rare than the Olajuwon. Of course, it's not a rookie sticker for Bird, right? We know his rookie was 80, but this over the last 2 years is up 81%. Guys, don't look now, but 86 Fleer is doing its thing again, lurking in the shadows, sneaking up and to the right like a tortoise in the hare. It's coming all the way back. It's almost like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Luka Doncic, opulent, which everybody hated, booklet brand logo, serial number to 5, does 9,300. I think that's a gigantic card. You're going to have to slab that in a big old slab. It's going to look pretty cool, though. 61 Fleer Jerry West, PSA 8. So West outsells Robertson, Oscar Robertson, which, by the way, why does everybody who ever played basketball not know the freaking guy's name? They call him Oscar Robinson every single time. It's Oscar Robertson, for God's sake. It'd be like calling him Jerry East, right? Get the freaking name right. It's Robertson, not Robinson. That's really bad, you know what I mean? 1961 Fleer Jerry West, PSA 8 does $10,200. Beautiful flat top right there. A triple laundry tag auto thingy majig. I don't even know. Panini blockchain. I zone out when I hear the word blockchain because I'm old and I don't understand that stuff. But it's John Morant, Cade Cunningham, who I'm really high on, and Jason Tatum, who is settling in as a first-team All-NBA every single year, year after year, on one of the best teams in the NBA. The 58 laundry tag, and then Nike swoosh, Nike swoosh. Would you rather 3 Nike swooshes? I probably would, but the blockchain had other ideas. $10,200 for that card. And then a Tim Duncan card. I've seen this before. This is the 2023 Noir Ceremonial Orange Platinum Tim Duncan Auto 1 of 1 with his Hall of Fame jacket on there. He's high as a kite in that picture. $10,800 for that Tim Duncan. And then the Flawless serial number to 15 Ruby Parallel rookie card for John Morant. BGS 9 does $11,100 as well. We've got a Dwayne Wade Exquisite RPA serial number to 99. BGS 8.5 doing $11,400. Where's Dwayne Wade in your all-time greatest shooting guards of all time? I mean, is he a top 7? Is he a top 5? Is he a top 4? I don't know. Where is he? I mean, obviously we got Kobe and Jordan, right? So we got Kobe and Jordan, and that's where the list begins and the argument can begin. Where do you go after that? And I guess it depends on how you categorize certain players. Like, is Jerry West a point guard? Is Jerry West a shooting guard? Is Steph Curry a point guard? Is Steph Curry a shooting guard? You know, the lines are starting to be blurred. The positional lines are kind of blurred now to where, you know, you've got 6'10 guys bringing the ball up, and Luka Doncic is 6'8, and LeBron's 6'9. They got, or 6'8, whatever, and they got the ball in their hands the whole time. Are they point guards? Are they shooting guards? Is James Harden a point guard? I don't know what's going on. But it kind of makes historical comparisons tough, but Dwayne Wade's one of the greatest to ever do it, despite the fact that he's turned a little bit weird on us. 2003 Exquisite RPA, BGS 8.5 does 11.4. The Giannis Gold Kaboom from 2018, a PSA 8. It's Pop 2 higher, it does 11.4. And then I'm going to do it. I don't ever look up retros, but I'm looking this one up for one reason. It's the all-time high. It's the 2011 Retro Red PMG, serial numbered to 150. This is a Pop 7. It did $11,700 last night. There's the card right there. Obviously, these grade much better than the original 97 PMGs. From 14 years prior. This 11.7 is the all-time high. I think I got that right. God, I hope I did. Yeah. So all-time high before, 11.1, 11.1. It's gotten to 11 here. These are outdoing, this 2025 price outdoes 2020, 2020, 2023. So new all-time record on that Jordan Retro PMG. The 1955, people forget about this card, the 55 All-American Sports Club Bill Russell. Teeny tiny little card. It's kind of wedged into this PSA slab. This PSA 9 is a Pop 10. There are only 2 PSA 10s out there. This PSA 9 does $12,600. I've got it pulled up over the last all time. This is the interesting thing. This card ran all the way up to 2,500. It's been on a downward death march since then, but last night it looks to have made a massive recovery. So from a 2-year low of what? 7,500, it jumped all the way to 12,600. That's a big, big, big leap forward. Again, this is a pretty rare card. It's been graded 41 times ever. Shout out to Dirk Nowitzki, jersey number on that one. A 5% gem rate with PSA. SGC's never given out a gem. So big results there. A good comeback there. It looks like that card's kind of hit the bottom, and maybe it's starting to trickle back, or maybe it's just an exceptional PSA 9 copy. I don't have time to go into the details like that. 2018 Panini Optic Jalen Brunson Black 1 of 1 PSA 9 does $13,200. And then we're going to talk about this a little bit. So buckle in, sit back, and let me give you a little lesson here. This is the 1997 Skybox Z-Force Quick Strike, a miserable card to try to find without foil loss. I'm going to right click it so we can look a little bit closer at the card. I'm going to click on it, and then we're going to go deep into the card right here. Do you notice anything odd about this card? If you're familiar with the card, you know that the top half of the card is not supposed to be a different color than the rest of the card. This is a refractor line that runs almost perfectly horizontal, but it looks like it's even a little bit down and to the right. Something ain't right about this card, and I don't know how, but it got a PSA 10 grade. I don't know how. Somebody who has a story with more details, please share it with us. The usual problem with this card is there's little flecks of foil missing in this white area out here, and it looks like black marks, right? It looks like acne on a teenage kid named Chad. But this one does $15,000 last night with 15 bids. I feel for the person who ended up winning it, because this is a card that I could not own this card. I know it's a PSA 10, and you guys know I'm a grade snob, but I could not own a PSA 10 with that type of an eyesore at the top. And forgive me if I'm offending anybody, but I do have to call it like I see it. Here's the card. That's what it's supposed to look like. Do you see a refractor line or a border up there at the top? No, of course not. It's a Pop 19 in PSA 10, but one of those PSA 10s is the one we just looked at. And guess what? All 3 of the last 3 sales are this screwed up PSA 10. So it's a really confusing card to comp at the moment. Watch this. View all sales. There's your cards right there. Let me go back to, it's the same cert number. Trust me, you're just gonna have to trust me. This card sold in October of last year, so about 4 months ago, for $23,400, which was a preposterous jump from $9,100 in 2023. And this is not the same card. So this is a really clean looking, beautiful copy. For $9,100, it jumped to $23,400, and it was the jacked up copy. And then somebody probably realized, oh crap, I accidentally clicked buy it, or I won this auction on Fanatics Weekly. This is ugly. I didn't realize that there was a defect. They sold it for $16,800, and then they realized, and then that person probably realized, oh, I don't think I want this copy with this glaring eyesore, and then they sold it last night for $15,000. So my question to you is, what the hell is the real one worth? Like, what is a real clean PSA 10 worth? I don't really know. The PSA 9 is about a $1,300 card. So, take that for what it's worth. Again, the gem rate, 5%, 1% gem rate on a Jordan hierarchy card is always going to yield a very, very, very high value. It's certainly, probably, I would say, very safely say, it's a 5-figure card. I don't know if it's a $15,000 card or not. It might be more. It might be back to the $23,400 if we saw a clean copy. And how about this? Elgin Baylor, PSA 8. And again, this is I think it's probably a better centered, and I didn't didn't look too close, but it looks to be a better centered, a better PSA 8 than the West and the Robertson. But Elgin Baylor outselling Oscar Robertson and Jerry East in a PSA 8 slab for $16,200 for that Elgin Baylor right there. I think I gave Elgin some love. I did. Let's pull it up right here. Pop 64. Shout out to the old March Madness. But check it out. Vintage, you know, again, not immune from a market reset, and we're in the middle of one, man. Like I've said, I mean, this is a big Elgin Baylor card. This is about as big as it gets for Elgin Baylor. Obviously, you could go, you know, PSA 9, but then you're talking about crazy numbers. But look at this card. Consistently, 4 sales, all down 42.77% over the last year. If we look at the last 2 years, down 40%. If we look at the all-time, this card was obviously at one point just a massive, massive card. 28,000 all the way down to 16,000. The card has even sold for, yeah, 28,320 was the all-time high for this card. So $16,000 today. We've got to look up the Jordan big man on court. Remember, there's 2 years. This is probably the least demand for those cards, but this is a very valuable, very rare card in and of itself. The 97 Z-Force lenticular surface Michael Jordan big man on court PSA 10 does $16,200 last night. There it is right there. That's a pop 35. Shout out to Kevin Durant. Check this out. This is a card that has been on a mission. This card has been on a mission, just crushing all time. If we look at the last 2 years, also crushing, up 22%. But then last night, this one takes a step back. So from 18,300 to 16,200. So interesting result there last night. Let me know what you think about this little reset. Is this the beginning of maybe a little bit downward trend where this card comes a little bit back to the field? Or are we going to see the next one sell for like, you know, $25,000? Who knows, right? We never know. So not an all-time record. You know, that being said, let's go back. That being said, this is the, what? 4th highest sale price for this card of all time, or maybe it's tied for third. 16.2, 16.2. Yeah, so tied for the 3rd highest price the card's ever sold for. So I don't think it's time to hit the panic button. Kevin Durant, BGS 8.5, exquisite, limited logo, serial number to 50. Great, great patch right there. This card does $16,200. Who collects Kevin Durant? Somebody in the comments, tell me, do you collect Kevin Durant? Does anybody collect Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, or James Harden? Put your hands up. Tell me in the comments. We want to hear from you, and tell us why, and speak proudly and shout it from the mountaintops, because these 3 guys are, you know, historical greats, and, you know, each of them has their warts, right? But who collects them? I never see people posting their cards. Somebody does out there, for God's sakes. 99, I got to look at this card. I mean, this is filthy. 99 Upper Deck game jerseys, super. Kobe Bryant patch, serial number to 25, BGS 8.5, pop 6, 4 higher. This card sold for $16,200. Guys, look at this card. Is that not an absolutely gorgeous card? Please forgive me if it's a fake patch. It looks so good it could be a fake patch. And I'm not saying it's a fake patch, right? It's probably not a fake patch. But every time I say, God, this patch looks amazing, somebody's like, of course it looks amazing. It's fake. Somebody inserted a fake patch in there. But this is serial number to 25. This is just a great looking card from 99 game jersey, and I just thought it deserved a little bit more attention. 42 bids on that card at $16,200. Wembanyama Mojo BGS 9.5. Why in God's name would you grade Ultra Modern with BGS, which is like a forgotten, archaic relic of the hobby? I have no idea. This card needs to be in a PSA 10 slab. Maybe they couldn't get the PSA 10. The BGS 9.5 Wemby sells for $16,200. And then back from the era when Silver Prism actually meant something, and when I say it meant something, it to the tune of $18,000 for a LeBron James 10th year PSA 10 Silver Prism. $18,000, folks. Check it out. Here it is right there. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Pop 29. How about this? A LeBron card over the last year that is actually up 69%, a sexy 69% growth rate over the last year. 10,650 in April, and here we are. It's at $18,000 today. If we look at the last 2 years, it tells a little different story. It's back to where it had began. If we look at the all-time, we know some craziness happened in 2021 when every card was selling for all-time records. But about a 39,000 all-time high. It's a 2-for-1 discount right now. Get it while the getting's good. That's just a tough card. And again, if you don't believe me that silver cards meant something back then, check out 209 total graded. Are you kidding me? That's like about as many blue prisms, serial number to 199. There's been 209 graded. So how many is that in existence? Maybe 300? I don't know, something like that. 350? Who knows? You guys let me know in the comments. But silver definitely meant something back then. It actually grades okay. About a quarter, 1 out of 4 grades PSA 10. About 1 out of 3 grades BGS 9.5. There's even some BGS 10 labels out there. But what a great card from a great set. First year Prism basketball. Stadium Club one of a kind, and this is where all hell breaks loose. The 1998 Stadium Club one of a kind Jordan. I didn't even bother. Yes, I need the card. I don't own it in any grade, but I knew I was not going to be in the mix for this because this card probably could have done just fine in the premier auction, right? For cards that are valued over $15,000. This Stadium Club one of a kind Jordan is serial numbered to 150. That's low. My 90s hierarchy Jordan standards, very low. This PSA 10 is a Pop 4. It sold for $18,600 last night. There is the card. It's card number 62. And $18,600 barely breaks the all-time record of $1,400. Michael Jordan, hierarchy, PSA 10, single-digit pop, hasn't sold in 6 years. That is when you mix up all of the best ingredients for an all-time record, throw it in a pot, and this is what happens. It goes up by whatever that is, like 10x, 12x, 13x, something crazy. Again, here's the pop report, 63 total graded. There's only 6 gems if you include BGS 9.5s. It's just a really rare card. Even the 8s and 9s do huge numbers. Kobe 2007 Upper Deck Chronology Autograph. This card in the PSA 9 is serial number 299. Great image of Kobe doing that East Bay back when he wore these ugliest shoes in existence. I love the chronology cards. They're just so good looking. This is a Pop 2 higher. This card also does $19,200. Now, I don't think this card should sell for the same as this Jordan card because it's not even in the same category, but it does. And so Kobe collectors are crazy, right? I love you guys, but you're crazy. 2007 Chronology Kobe Auto does $19,200. Check it out. There's the card right there. And check it out. That is tied for the all-time record. This card also sold in the Fanatics Premier. That's card number 380. No, different card. Okay, so this one actually got a grade for the autograph of a 10. This one was a 10, but no grade for the autograph. So that's interesting stuff, right? So this card right here with a 10 for the card, but no grade for the autograph, sold in the Premier auction in 2022 for $19,200. This card is a PSA 9 last night and a 10 for the autograph, and it looks to be a completely different autograph. Almost like there's an inscription. What's the deal with that? Somebody let me know what the hell the deal is with that. That looks like a completely different autograph, like he inscribed it or something. I can't read all that. 2007 Ultimate Collection LeBron James Commitment. Never heard of it. It looks like it's 3 patches and an auto, and it's serial numbered to only 10. This BGS 7 does $19,800. And here we are on the top row. We're going to first look up this 96 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor. I really thought I was going to ring the cowbell, but guess what? This sale last night of this amazing Jordan Atomic Refractor of $22,200 was not the all-time record. The all-time record was actually set in 2023 when the card sold for $24,600. This is the second highest price ever paid for this card last night, $22,200. That is a Pop 17. If you don't think that atomics are rare, there's only been 337 ever graded. The gem rate is just barely in the double digits at 10%. Next, we got a triple auto. I can't tell if it's sticker or on card. Let's zoom in here. It deserves it. If you're in the top row, you deserve to be looked at. Let's look at it together. Sometimes I'll look up close, and Fanatics gives incredible images. This looks on card to me. I'm always wrong about this, and I'm like, oh, it looks on card, and then they're like, no, it's a sticker. It's just a good sticker. This looks to be 3 on-card autos of, 3 of the top 7 that have ever played basketball. Jordan, number 1, LeBron, number 2 or 3, and Magic certainly, some people would have him in their top 4 on their Rushmore, but certainly top 7 safely. I don't mean to start a fight here, but this trios is an authentic grade for the card and a 10 for the autograph, which is what everybody cares about. What a beautiful, amazing specimen right there. That card sells for $22,200. And then card number 1 tells a story, right? Just like we told the story on the Quick Strike, we're about to tell another story. This is a 1-of-1 card, right? So I'm thinking I'm going to ring that bell. It's probably never sold. Well, no, that's wrong. It's sold thrice. 3 times this card sold. This is the 2023 Donruss Victor Wembanyama Black Choice 1 of 1 PSA 10, 75 bids. Furious bidding last night amongst some serious FU deep pockets collectors. 26,000 or investors. $26,400 was the sale price last night. Here it is. I've got it pulled up, and here's the story I wanted to tell you. I've got this sorted by date. You'll notice this card sold in September 5 months ago for $45,000. Then it sold for $29,400. Then it sold last night for $26,400. So people getting in, people changing their mind, people getting out. If the $4,500 got paid on alt, then somebody took a massive bath because there's only one, and it's the same card over and over, same cert number, so it's not been cracked or resubbed or any weird stuff like that. It's just somebody got in and changed their mind, and or it didn't get paid. But alt's usually really good about mentioning if somebody doesn't pay for their card. 45, 29.4, 26.4. So a really big Victor Wembanyama card that looks to be sort of on the way down. Let me know if I missed something on that, but it looks like 3 sales, 2 consecutive downward sales on that card. Yep. So interesting stuff there. Let me know what you think about that Victor Wembanyama card on that one. That's it, guys. That's the wrap up. Remember, stay tuned. I'm going to have a Jordan only video, $5,000 or less, coming out right after this one today, probably sometime this evening. Our top 10, Wembanyama, Magic, Jordan, and LeBron. Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, Wembanyama, Kobe, and then Kevin Durant sneaking in the top 10. So there it is, guys. Hopefully this video got your week off to a great start. I try to bring these to you very early every Monday morning so you can keep your fingers on the pulse of the hobby. I am an affiliate partner with Fanatics Collect. If you want to support the channel, there's various ways you can support this Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. I don't charge a subscription. I don't have a Patreon. I don't have any sort of paywall. You can buy a Michael Jordan hierarchy poster. You can directly PayPal a donation if you like the channel. You can use the promotional code Cajun when you sign up for Card Ladder. When you sell cards on Fanatics Collect weekly or premier auctions, you can use the promo code Cajun, all capital letters. You can also support the channel by using the affiliate buyer's link. If you're buying cards on Fanatics weekly consistently, do me a favor. If you want to support the channel through no financial expenditure of your own, use the affiliate link, a special Cajun Cardboard affiliate link that's in this YouTube description to this video and every video. It's in there. Just cut, paste it into your browser, and then if you bid through that affiliate link, a little fraction of what you buy on Fanatics will come back to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. Thank you guys as always for watching. I hope you have a great week in and out of the hobby. If I got anything wrong, let me know in the comments. If there's anything interesting about these videos, damn it, I need you guys to comment. I need you to comment from a position of education, of experience. I don't have time to go into the minutia of these 48 cards, and I wish I could look up every card for you guys, but I just don't have enough time in the day. There's too much other great content that I want to put out there. So if you guys know something about these 48 cards that I don't know, maybe you bought the card, maybe you sold the card, maybe there's a reason the card sold for a record or is sold for a bad number, let me know in the comments because I've got to prep these videos and get them out in about a 15-minute prep time. So I am just a conduit of information. I am just the middleman bringing the information to you. What you do with that information is up to you, but the comments is a great place for you as an experienced collector to educate all the rest of us on the 48 cards that sold. So if you've got something that we don't know about, put it in the comments. Thank you guys as always for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.